When I first got gout, I was 24. 24, not 80, 24. Not retired, just some lad that thought he'd smashed out a good gym session. I'd done deadlifts, I'd hit the sauna, I felt like an absolute hero. Until I got home and my index toe, is that even a thing? Swelled up like a balloon. It felt like someone was sanding my bones while smacking me with a hammer. Naturally, being the genius I am, I thought I'd just overtrained. Because clearly, medieval toe pain is what happens when you have a heavy back day at the gym. But that pain, that was gout, and I had no idea what it was. Even the next few years, it got worse and it got worse. Flare up after flare up. My knee, my ankle, my foot, I couldn't train, I couldn't walk properly, I couldn't get my dancing shoes on. So I gave up, I ate like rubbish, I started drinking loads, and I put on about 7 stone. I know that just, I put on 7 stone. That was over a period of about 4 years. It wasn't 1 week, woke up, couple of too many biscuits, 7 stone. Eventually, after all that time, a doctor decided to test my blood. Uric acid was through the roof. Boom, gout. And here's where my magical advice starts. If you've got gout, don't just blame the meat and the beer. Don't get me wrong, it don't help. But there is a deeper, more sneaky, more vicious, more malevolent. I'm not entirely sure what that word means either, but it sounds bad. The biggest killer for me was fructose. Now you may be asking, Jake, what's fructose? And if you asked me that a couple of years ago, I would have said, I don't know. However, now, after spending many years researching the depths of Google and YouTube, and occasionally reading a book, not many books, I said a book, I found out it was the fizzy drinks, it was the sweets, the fruit juices, those fruit bars that you get from the shop that you think are healthy, energy drinks, fizzy drinks, I may have already said that one, sports drinks, Lucozade, Red Bull, Gatorade if you're American, flavoured waters, alcohol-free alcohol, i.e. 0% beer, that's your thing, chocolate bars, sweets and lollies, ice cream, puddings, custards and any dessert, anything that tastes nice, it's got fructose in it, and that's what's getting you. There's even natural high sugar foods like honey that are high in fructose that can still be dangerous. Don't get me wrong, I still eat honey, but I have a teaspoon on my granola with some raisins. It's not gonna, change your life. It's not gonna completely take you out, but it's a lot better than a nice cold can of Coke, apparently, that I'm not allowed to drink anymore. I do miss a nice cold can of Coke. And I feel it. If I eat too much, guess what happens? Boom, my foot swells up. Boom, my foot swells up like a balloon at a clown convention. Once I started to cut down all the fructose in my life, the gout and the flare-ups started to drop massively. Give it a go. Hydrate like your life depends on it. Do you know how much water I drink? Do you know how much I'm on that toilet? I wake up 3 times in the night, but it's better than having a flare-up. Give it a go. You need to get that uric acid out your system, okay? You don't want to be on the toilet all the time. You want to be in bed all the time? It's up to you. I don't care. Also, move your body. When you're in pain, it's easy to think, oh, I'm going to do nothing. Don't get me wrong, if your foot is like a bowling ball and you can't even get it out of bed, then just stay in bed. Don't worry about it. Just relax. However, if it's just a bit of discomfort, stop being a lazy toad. Get yourself out of bed and go for a nice, gentle walk. You want to get those uric acid crystals moving around your body again, not just stuck in one place. And also, when you're not having a flare-up, start exercising. It will make all the difference. You'll lose weight, which is a risk factor for gout. And there's also other benefits that exercising has, which I'm not going to go into because this video is going on longer than I anticipated. And the main thing I do is I track what I eat and I track how I feel. If I'm not counting what goes in my mouth, it gets out of control. I can convince myself I've only had 2 or 3 biscuits when I'm 2 packs of hobnobs down. Everyone's triggers are different. Write down what you eat before a flare up. You'll start to see the patterns. What triggers me may not trigger you. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm just some bloke that's been through it. But in the last 2 years, I've lost 8 stone. My gout's under control and I'm training for an ultra marathon. I'm not sure if that's anything to do with gout. I just wanted to tell you I'm training for an ultra marathon. So yeah, I'm pretty cool. Oh, I've also only got 1 kidney, if we're just dropping random facts now. Oh, and I found a strange lump on my arm earlier, but don't worry about that, I'm getting that sorted. So if you're fed up, confused, or just want some real talk from someone who's lived it, subscribe, follow, and let's sort this gout together. Because if I can do it, you can do it too. And don't comment saying, why don't you just take Alapura now? I do, but I still like to stay accountable for my part, okay? Like and follow. I'm a chef. I'm releasing a recipe book. I'll be showing you loads of my recipes. Or if you don't want to like and follow, then don't. I don't care. You'll be missing out the most fantastic meals ever. And you'll be having more flare-ups and bonfire night. But I don't care. Don't care.